My name is Braema Mathi and I am against the death penalty. We need to stop the killing of drug mules because I do not agree that the state should have the power to kill, and it is against international law to execute people for drugs. I would like to say that it is good that we have more research on the issue of the death penalty done by NUS, Institute of Policy Studies, and the Ministry of Home Affairs. What is a common refrain in all of them is that between 60 and 70% of people do believe the death penalty is a useful law. However, if one were to look more closely at the questions that were asked, you would see that, especially in the NUS study that I know quite well since I was involved, greater nuancing happens in the responses. Some of it even drops to between 40 and 50% as they explore the case study around the person. I listen very closely to what the Minister of Home Affairs and Law, Mr. Shanmugam, says, because I would really like to explore and understand the rationale that he puts forward to saying that this is the best approach against drug traffickers. So in his approach, he keeps saying that because we have this law and the death penalty, it has really caused reduction in people succumbing to drug addiction. I would like this to be explored further with greater sharing of data and information. We have to look at it more closely and more refine our approach to preventive measures. So if we are going to just stick hard-headedly, because that is what Mr. Shanmugam has said, you have a compassion, you have a soft heart, but you also need a hard head. Therefore, we have the death penalty. But the hard-headedness, we also have to look at it because Vietnam has the death penalty, Philippines also has the death penalty, and yet drug addiction and the number of drug addicts still remains very high. So is it so easy to say then that when we have the death penalty, therefore it minimizes the sale of drugs and drug addiction? Can A really be totally equals to B? Can we take on this hard-headed approach and say that's the best when there are newer forms that are appearing that it really calls for a review?